What's up, guys? I wanted to recreate my favorite champion from League, Olaf, in Elden Ring. So, first thing first, I obviously went with a double axe setup. I think the battle axe is the axe that most resembles Olaf's axe in the game. To get two of these, you need to start with the hero class, where it has this battle axe as the starting weapon. If you don't, you can have a friend or someone drop it for you. If you don't do any of those things, you can just use another axe like me. Um, to buy the battle axe, the Twin Maiden Husks sell them for 800 souls. And now for the moveset. So the moveset is pretty basic. It's got its attack. It attacks up to 8 times. Here's the jumping attack and the dash attack. I don't think there's any. Yeah, there isn't any special moves for the running attack. The Ashore Force I met with are on the left side is a roll. It's Braggett's roll. Let's see what it does. It increases. I think it increases your strength and endurance. Yep, and defense. Since this build is very squishy, we're gonna need some defenses. And it also imitates Olaf's roll. And the weapon art of the right hand side is the Olaf's E, the lightning slash. It's a 1-to-1. Pretty surprising. It's the lightning slash. I think you can find it in Altus Plateau. I believe it's around here on a camp. And to imitate Olaf's ult, I decided to go with increased poise, and it's on our flask of Wondrous Physic. I might be butchering the name, sorry. It's got Leaden Heart tier and Speckled Heart tier. And I think what the Leaden Heart tier does is it makes your boost poise infinite, so you don't get knocked off or staggered. And I added also resistances because, we are very squishy. After we do this, basically you can keep attacking even though there are people hitting you. And you can also go with the Iron Jar Aromatic. It's a perfume. And what it does is makes your body still. And it lasts for 40 seconds, where the flask only lasts 10 seconds. And this is, a lot more resistant, a lot more safe. But unfortunately, you can't run, and it's a heavy roll. You just gotta pick your poison. And this perfume is located in Auriza Side Dome, right here. And as for the armor, I couldn't really find any helmets that resembles Olaf's helmet in the game, so I decided not to go with anything. For the chest armor, I went with the Fur Raiment. Looks pretty cool, fits Olaf's style, and you can find it in the Sea of River from those ancestral follower dudes. And for the gloves, I went with the Godskin Apostle bracelets. They drop from the Godskin Apostle in the Divine Tower of Caleb, the basement. And for the legs, the pants, or lack thereof, is the Perfumer's Sarong. It's got a pretty cool boots, and they drop from Perfumers. An easy location to farm those is right here on Perfumer's Routes. Now for the talismans, honestly I couldn't figure out any talisman that fits Olaf's style, so I went with increasing our resistance a bit because we're very squishy in this build. So this one HP increase and defense increases when HP is maximum, and some more damage negation, plus added strength. That's all. Now let's look at the stats a bit. So I have 60 vigor, which is pretty important because we're, again, very squishy. Then I put all my points in strength and endurance a little bit. It's pretty basic stuff. It's got a pretty one-sided playstyle, which can be really fun after, you know, doing so many fate and sorcery builds. And sometimes the best style to play, most fun style to play the game is the most basic one. And since we chose strength as our main attribute, you gotta put the Ash of Wars with a heavy infusion on both of these axes. Now let's test out some damage a bit. I'm at 126 soul level with 75 strength. With the weapons leveled both 19. Let's use the roaring. Get the poison. And start swinging. I was pretty surprised when I first did it because it's unusually strong. I thought my previous builds were OP, but this thing, it's really fun, not gonna lie. And I did not expect our E, or the Lightning Slash, Ash of War, to deal this much damage. So I recommend you have Ember on at all times and use the Rykard Great Rune. This will imitate Olaf's lifesteal effect, and you know, since you have high poise during fights, you don't need to back up. So let me show you the poise of it. Now here you can see this guy attacks me and nothing's happening to me. I can safely keep attacking.